Do not watch this at home alone.
In the following video, two sisters are alone at home, hiding inside a room when their house alarm starts to go off.
I'm recording. Okay. Do you hear that?
Home alone. Two sisters.
As it seems, someone had entered their home. Their security camera shows the front door open, suggesting that someone did in fact break inside. But what's strange about this is that when they replay the moment the door
that itself would actually scare the shite out of me. Well, no. I mean, no, it wouldn't scare me, like us, I'm a fucking alpha teabagger, right? Somebody comes into my home, they're getting the odd 1, 2, 3, 4. Punch, punch, kick, kick. You know what I'm saying? Teeth gone, nose gone, head on backwards.
opens, no one is seen. It just seemingly opens up on its own. Now at this moment...
Was the door closed properly? Was it latched properly? Or is it a spooky fucking ghost?
The two sisters didn't see how the door opened up. They just saw that
it was a ghost, you pleb!
And it doesn't help that they just heard a police siren outside their house. But as if the situation couldn't escalate anymore,
it's America.
This happens.
So, home invasions and all that lot. You're gonna die! Probably not. What's she doing? They're climbing out window. Oh, somebody's coming to get you. You climbed out that window, but you left your phone there recording? Did they climb out that window? They climbed somewhere. What am I looking at? What am I watching here? What's going on? The door's already open. What am I supposed to be watching? The freaking evil possessed rumba thing yet again. Yet again, it's the freaking rumba, whatever the thing is, moving by itself. I know technically it's designed to do that, but in this case, there's probably a spooky monster controlling it, and they're all gonna die. Spooky ghost. What's it looking at? Alright! fuck off then. Shut up. Alright. Shut up. Okay. Lick me balls. Alright. If it turns around and there's a ghost that runs out the camera, somebody's getting karate chopped. I'm telling you, you're getting karate chopped. Watch. You little mong. How does it know where to turn? You're doing me head in. You need to stop. It's going to turn around. There's going to be a fucking face there, man. Look, right, I've seen every freaking type of horror movie going. If fucking face pops from up. Alright! Shut up, man! Look, it's doing it on purpose. Somebody's doing it on purpose. There's going to be a freaking face there. You need to stop playing with me, alright? You need to stop playing with me. You need to fuck off, man. Ah, put my hand over my face! I'm a 37-year-old teabag. Look, you all need to move on. Right, just move on and stop playing with me. Because the tension's driving me nuts. There's going to be a fucking face, right? Because there's obviously something else to see. You all need to stop. Right, you need to stop. You need to fuck off. Is what you need to do. Something needs to happen, or you need to move on, because my anxiety is through the friggin' roof.
Seems, another presence had been inside the home, though not the kind they were expecting. Both sisters initially thought a person had broken in, But upon watching the
It was
footage
just a
and seeing the
demon.
small, shadowy figure dashing past the camera, they knew that this was something
That's like-
else. Whatever this was,
It looks like a child wearing a black robe or something. Come on, man, stop playing with me or I'm going to headbutt you.
on a Wednesday night, a team of paramedics arrive at a house to assist a man with severe schizophrenia. According to the man, he couldn't leave his room because someone was standing at his door.
They're not gonna let me go past it.
It's in this
They're
one.
not gonna let me go past it. Somebody's there.
I think we're on
We're
TikTok.
right here,
actually.
I'm telling you, somebody's at the door and they're not gonna let me go past it.
They wearing? What are they wearing?
They're wearing blue. But
Good,
someone's
good.
there and they're not gonna let me go past it. Someone's at the door.
I need you to sit up, okay? Can you do?
You know the paramedics and the popo stood there like trying not to overreact because obviously this guy's in some sort of episode. He's saying there's somebody there and that falling, that whatever that was falling, like, there might be somebody there. And the paramedics and the popo are now considering that as a very, it's highly probable that there's something there because things don't normally do that by themselves, normally. So yeah, but you can tell they're trying not to make him worse. I would have made that situation worse. These guys are trained. They're better. They're better.
Do that?
Listen, it's no need to apologize. Whatever makes you comfortable, okay?
Thank
We're
you.
here for you.
It was a clock.
Okay.
All right? Is that okay? That it? Is that it? Are you okay?
Okay.
While claiming to see someone standing at his door, a clock falls without warning. Now, the possibility of this being a coincidence isn't entirely ruled
just the
out,
paramedics,
but
not
when you
popo.
consider the fact that the clock was securely mounted on the wall, well, things get very strange. Now, aside from the clock falling, there's something else in this video that was recorded, and it has to do with this doorway. 23-year-old Cass, the man undergoing psychosis,
tell us?
is a diagnosed schizophrenic who in a short video says this.
Schizophrenia, I'm not crazy. We're not crazy. People that have schizophrenia are normal people. My most common hallucination is seeing a shadow figure in doorways, like in any doorway. So think of any doorway in your house. My therapist and I do something called visualization dismissal. So I open and close the door repeatedly, and that kind of like scrubs away the shadow figure.
Although he wasn't seeing a shadow figure this time, he was seeing a man. And this man just so happens to be the same thing that his girlfriend saw 2 years ago in their old home. Keep in mind that Cass's girlfriend doesn't have schizophrenia or any condition that causes her to see things that are
I am not an expert in any way, shape, or form. However, how many people are labelled as having some sort of mental illness because they claim to have seen or heard or felt something and it was actually there? Like, what if it... I'm not saying all of them because schizophrenia is a very real illness or disorder. I don't want to not be politically correct in that one. I don't want to offend anybody, but it's very real and very serious. However, how many people have been labelled as schizophrenic or some sort of other mental health disorder because they've actually seen something but nobody believes them, so they've just had a diagnosis thrown at them? Look at how the times have come along. People like me and you, I'm watching this stuff and you're watching me watch this stuff. Us, the people that believe in this type of thing, at one point would have been locked away in some sort of asylum for believing in ghosts and stuff. Like, I've seen things, you know. I'm betting there's people out there that are watching this or may watch this that have seen things, and, you know, at one point we would have been put in some sort of institution, you know. So how many people have actually seen something, had a diagnosis thrown at them because nobody's believed them? I'm just saying. I'm no expert, but I'm just saying.
Now, this next video was submitted to me by Sam
I've
J,
seen this one
who's
as well.
part of the yearbook team at her high school. One afternoon, while
Have I
a group of
recorded
senior
this video
students were
before?
rehearsing for a graduate ceremony that took place last spring, A camera inside the auditorium recorded something that left all students, including staff, terrified.
I'm recognising these clips, and I feel like I've recorded myself reacting to this video before, and I have just forgotten. I can't find any on my channel. I'm pretty sure, man, I recognise these clips. There's a few in this compilation video that I've seen before, whether it's been on YouTube or TikTok. I can't remember where, but I know I've seen them because I recognise them.
What you guys can do first is you're going to take the diploma from me.
It was during a speech rehearsal by the school principal that this was caught. Take a look.
That's okay. We don't want any broken ankles tonight before graduation. So then we're going to talk about individual accomplishments a little bit, and we'll move you off to the side before other stuff starts. That was odd. Just a change in air pressure, or was that a friendly ghost, Mr. Baker?
The spooky ghost! Casper is nowhere to be seen. We've not seen him since 90s.
Let's see, then we'll talk about STEM.
The principal carries on, paying little attention to what just happened, as he claims this could have been due to wind pressure. But despite thinking this, it would be what happens next that completely changes his mind. While instructing students on how to move on stage, this is captured.
The programs and how we're trying to grow those, and also maybe a little bit about growing the sports programs as well. And then we'll talk about your individual achievements, and how you guys have really taken leadership. Everybody to give us their science. There it goes again.
Can you open from the outside?
We must have an open door somewhere else in the building, blowing that open.
Oh, it's a spooky ghost.
Anyway, so let's get started in just the way that we're gonna go. So we'll go John Anderson. We'll do the thing. Walk over.
It's a spooky ghost. We're all gonna die.
Then we gotta. No, that's the right order.
I don't think they want to go down.
Right. Then we've got Emily Rodriguez. Same thing. And
What happened?
Just fly away.
What happened?
It flew away, did we?
It's at this point that the notion of this being just the wind stops making sense. A cap on one of the students flies off their head.
That's a little bit
Almost as if
spooky.
someone knocked it off, the hat zips across in a swift and sudden motion before landing close to the exit. The same exit, where no one was seen opening the door. Even the principal, who initially thought it was nothing, couldn't make sense of this. According to Sam J., the yearbook member who sent me this clip, he was just as baffled as everyone else. Now, after this happened, they proceeded to finish up the rehearsal before leaving an hour later. The next day, Sam takes a video of the exit door and shows that they're not automatic. If they were, then this definitely would have explained the doors opening, but given that they're not, and considering the cap incident,
I'd really like to go into that school and investigate. I'd do that. You know, I'm talking here and I'm, being an idiot here and stuff, and making myself look and sound like a complete tithead. But I actually would. As scary as it might be, and as anxiety-inducing as it may be, I'd like to go there and investigate it. I don't know what's wrong with me today.
perhaps what occurred here was caused by something unexplainable. If true, then students might not be as sad to leave the school on graduation day, given that it might be haunted. Now that's creepy.
Number 2!
On December 27 of 2025, a strange video was posted by a veterinary hospital in Madison, Alabama, where apparently something happened that caused all employees to stop in their tracks.
What's weird?
What occurred during this moment has left everyone spooked. Now, this video recording was kept private for 4 years until just a few weeks ago. It was only after receiving many comments asking for this footage that Renee Holt, the owner of this clinic, decided to share it,
Excuse me.
as she believes her clinic is haunted. From dog kennels that often open on their own in the middle of the night, to office equipment being thrown around with no apparent cause, Renee and her staff have no explanation for these odd occurrences.
Oh, I'd love to go there
However,
as well.
there is one theory that occasionally comes up at work, and it's the belief that all this activity might be due to the dogs who passed away at this clinic. Whether being put down for medical reasons or naturally passing away, they were last alive at this location. But despite their absence, it seems that they're still here, just not physically. One night,
Probably some
while
sort of
caring
human
for a
spirit.
critically ill cat, this happens.
I don't think it's the animals coming back and doing things. I feel like because so much death has happened there, and it might only be animals, but it's death nonetheless. Like, I like animals. I've got 2 dogs. I've got a cat. I've got a freaking hamster. I've got a kitten. The kittens, my cat's a kitten. I got him 2 or 3 days ago. But yeah, all that energy can sort of like bring things in. I don't think it's the animal spirits or ghosts, if you want to call them that are doing that. I think it's something or someone else drawn there by the energy there, you know? You get me? You get me? Do you understand? Could be another animal there, you can't discount that.
Whatever. Energy out. That's weird. Where is that coming from?
A dog is heard crying somewhere in this clinic, but that's odd because there shouldn't be a dog here at this time. The only other dog inside this clinic is the one in this office. However, they don't howl or make any noise throughout the footage.
Where is that coming from?
Well, the dog is, so it might have been them.
No, something's coming from.
Am I the only one pointing that out?
Okay, so you still want to do banana bags, 15 mils an hour, head of starch, 4 mils an hour. It's coming from over this way. Alright. Medication.
The animal spirits might be visiting.
No.
You never know.
Alright, who's making that noise?
Excuse me. It's coming from the lobby.
No, it's not. What is that? It's a miniature. What is that?
Clean your camera.
What, phantom dogs?
What the frig's wrong with that
I
dog?
think the front porch. If somebody didn't dump one or throw one in the pen outside or something. I didn't hear anything. You're not hearing that. Maria has heard it. I didn't hear it, no. You heard it, right? I heard it. It sounded like it was in that room or something. Like it was like 24. We're going to play that back. I didn't even hear anything. Can you...
The whole staff searches all around for this dog, but after checking extensively, both inside and outside, they find nothing. The dog was nowhere to be found. Yet still, the cries continue as if desperately wanting to be found. But unfortunately, that never happens. With no sight
very
or
sad.
any trace of this canine, the staff can't help but wonder if what they heard had been a dog they once cared for. Could it be that what they heard was something from the other side?
Might have
It
been.
isn't certain if that's the case, but it's
It might
been
have
4
been.
years since this happened, and despite capturing other strange things on camera, this one remains unforgettable to the clinic. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com.
I've got a video. I've not got videos, but I've got a picture I took a few nights ago of my dogs, my 2 dogs, around a fire. Like a small campfire that I bought. And I was outside on my doorstep. My dogs were there, and I had this little fire going. It was only a small fire, and then I took a picture of it because my dogs were looking at it, and I thought, oh, that's a cool That's a very cool sort of like picture opportunity, I guess. It was just like the dogs around the fire looking at the fire. I don't know, I liked it, so I took a picture, and then later on in the evening when I looked and I was zooming in and checking the picture out, I caught something. Caught another dog there. You can clearly see the face, the snout, the head, the eyes, the ears. You can the dog's there, right? I'll include it at the end of this video, just check it out.
December 21st, 2025, car enthusiast Tad Gavin was driving down an empty access road in a business park that had closed for the night. He was looking for a spot somewhere in this vast, empty office park for the purpose of taking videos of his car and posting them on his page. No one is ever around this area past operating hours, which can seem a bit creepy, but here, he can rev his engine as loud as he wants without being berated by a neighbor.
You're gonna wake up with the police standing over you.
Gotcha.
Neighbors would often approach Gavin just to scold him, but even after driving elsewhere to avoid problems, he continues to be approached, just not by a neighbor, but by something else.
Ghosts.
What the freak was that? Oh my god!
According to Gavin, he was driving inside a business park located in St. Petersburg, Florida, which is close to where he lives, when he caught sight of a tall figure heading towards his vehicle. The following is his footage from both his dash cam and interior cam. Take a look.
Looks like a bald racer. It don't look that old. Just comes out at darkness. Oh man. Figure. Ah.
What the freak was that? Oh my god!
That's a really loud car. No wonder people don't like it, dude. Looks like a lamppost on a tree.
What the freak was that? Oh my god!
Unless
Now,
I'm
it's not
missing
just the sudden
something.
appearance of a dark figure that's strange on its own, but the details of this incident too, most of which don't make any sense. For one, why would there be anyone out here at night dressed in all black? If their intention was to stay hidden.
Why would he be driving his car like that in the middle at night? Like a twat?
Then sure, that would make sense. But if hiding was the goal, then why even approach the vehicle and reveal itself?
And woman, slow the foot down, you bellend, or you will die. Maybe that. Maybe.
What's weirder is that they didn't seem to run towards the car or try to grab the door handle, which throws...
Maybe they didn't give a shit about him. Maybe it was an actual real person and they're just waiting there for somebody else or something. And then this knobhead just starts speeding past them, you know? Maybe it was that. Maybe it was that. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages. I think the last one was kind of crap, to be honest. I think it might have just been a person stood there waiting for somebody else or to get picked up or something. And this knobhead comes speeding past them in his car, in his Corvette. And he gets his ego damaged because they didn't turn and look at him. Little bellend. Right, if you like this video and you like my reaction to these clips and you want to see more of this beautiful teabag, because I am gorgeous. Yeah, I am. I'm beautiful. I'm very, very beautiful. Yeah, I'm very aesthetically pleasing. If you want to see more of this and more of this content, then please hit like, hit subscribe and turn on all notifications. And I shall see you all again next time. Bye-bye.